Alright, so here in this recording I was doing a Cayo Perico heist, and this is my best one with a 1.9 million take because I had pink diamond and a one coke spawn and two weed spawns. Um, I wasn't lucky to get two coke spawns, and I didn't have a pretty good save. I didn't have a really good save in the compound, but it went fine, I guess. Here I was using the long fin to travel to the airstrip. If there is a way to have the infiltration point, like where you start, where you infiltrate as the airstrip, someone please tell me. I need to know this. It would save me around 30 to 40 seconds just using the long fin to get to the airstrip from the north docks. I really need to know how to get to the airstrip quicker with the long fin, if there's like a way to get the infiltration point as the airstrip. Here I was using I'm not sure what loadout this was. This was Conspirator, I'm pretty sure. I like to use Conspirator or Aggressor as weapon loadouts. It's very useful. I had free aim partial activated during this heist. I wasn't that skilled with aiming yet, so I thought I'd still use it, but now I don't anymore. Just when I want to get in assisted aim partial lobbies to troll on some people. Not like griefing, just having fun. Here I was collecting my coke and weed. I first looted up coke to assure that I'm gonna have all of the stash, the entire stash, in my loot bag. I also completed the elite challenge in this. So yeah, that's $224,000 already just from that stash of coke. Here we took the green stuff. And if you guys are still looting at the airstrip for secondary loot, I always suggest you look in the secret room up there. You're gonna see me enter it right now. Some people might not know about it, but most people do. I suggest you take it because it's an extra 2 loot spawns that you can have at the airstrip instead of having to change your looting location to like main dock or north dock. Those are very complicated to navigate. And yeah, I took the forklift, grabbed the crate, and put it against the wall so you can climb up here and burn the lock with the cutting torch and collect the possible 2 loot spawns. Here I got just one, but thankfully it was weed. It was a pretty good one. It's a bit better than cash for solo. The four, you can have 4 loot spawns, like 4 secondary loot that you can take solo. It's cash, weed, coke, and paintings. Paintings are usually around 180,000 to 200,000 value, and they don't take much to loot up. But I wouldn't recommend getting them unless you have 1 coke. But oh, here I messed up. But I wouldn't recommend getting them unless you have coke, but not another coke spawn. It's a bit better than taking weed, I would say. Weed and cash, or weed. Maybe weed is a bit better. 2 weed is better than a painting, but because a painting is half of your loot bag. Paintings, like most of the time, are probably the worst loot. Cash is the worst. Painting is like the second worst. Coke is the best, and weed is like just behind it, because it's only around 30% of your loot bag, and it holds about $130,000. Coke is around $220,000, and it's half of your loot bag. So it's very good. Here I went back on my long fin and started going to the compound. This is why I usually do the long fin approach with the Cayo Perico heist. It kind of gives you the freedom. Do you want to start at the airstrip and then get back on your long fin and go to the compound? It's what I like about it a lot, because you don't have to use a bike, a Manchez, or a squatty or something like that from the island to have to travel all the way from the airstrip to the compound. I just take back the long fin and drive quickly to the compound. It's why I like the approach so much. Before I used to do Kasatka, which first of all the mission was much harder, and second of all I couldn't really spawn at. I would usually just spawn straight at the compound because it would be very hard to go from secondary loot to compound first. Like, go to the airstrip first, then get to the compound without the Kasatka. So yeah, I obviously had the drainage tunnel approach. You can't really choose a different one unless you want to kind of change up the heist. This is your best bet for when you first do it. Here, with the cutting torch, I suggest you just take like a bit of movement, like one little flick of your controller or mouse, whatever, will do the job for this. I recommend using the controller for this. Yeah, I messed up a little bit there, but I did pretty well. And this is why I like taking this secondary loot first with the longfin approach, because I go to the airstrip, take the secondary loot, then get back on my longfin and go to the compound. So when I leave the compound with the primary loot and the safe money, I just straight away get off the island. It's much more convenient that way, instead of getting out of the compound first, then taking the secondary loot, because El Rubio will also be searching for you. And if you don't have the conspirator loadout, you won't have sticky bombs to place on El Rubio's chopper, so that when he gets out you explode the chopper or damage the chopper so he doesn't bother you anymore. You can't do that without the conspirator loadout. Now this is the route I take. Basically whatever one takes, you can bop that guy, is not needed, and take a bit of a shortcut here. Don't bother about the other guys, just continue going. Then switch to the assault rifle and take out this guy before he alerts the compound. Just run to this other guy, bop him in the head. He usually has the gate keys. Here he did give me the gate keys. I messed up a bit there. I did pretty well on this heist. I think it took me around 11 to 12 minutes. I haven't checked the footage in a while. This was recorded about a week ago. So yeah, here just bop that guy in the head. You don't have to shoot him. It has a bit of a chance that it can alert the compound. Here you take the safe money. It's an easy $60,000 to $100,000. This time I wasn't very good. It got me 50,000. And now I get out of the office, out of El Rubio's office, and this time take a shortcut and use the gate keys to my advantage. I go around here, follow this route I'm taking. This is the best route in the compound. You open this door, go through here, and now we have another fingerprint scan in the basement, but this time, even on hard mode, it's only 2 fingerprints. And this saves you about 30 seconds if you're quick with it, and maybe even 45 seconds if the first 2 hacks at the office fingerprint scanner take like a bit longer. So this really helps you out for the elite challenge. And this is basically what I always do. If I don't have the gate keys once I'm entering the office, I probably just go for the office key card, for the office scanner. But yeah, if you do have the keys before entering the office, I suggest you do this once you take the safe money. But yeah, this was on hard mode, and it had only 2 fingerprints. Very easy, print clone successful, and now I was taking the pink diamond. The best way to cut the bulletproof glass quickly is get the heat up to basically about when it's full, when it would overheat, and then let it go basically until back to the bottom, and do that around 3 times and it's usually gonna work. So you start, let it go basically near the end. I let it a bit more. That's why it took me 4 times, like a 4-time cycle to open it. But if you get the heat up basically full, you should be able to do it in 3 times. Now, you don't use the office to get out. You just climb up through here from the door that I used the gate keys on. Here I got a little messed up, because this was the first time I ever actually did this route. The Juggernaut sometimes comes up there when you get out, so be sure to take him out. Now here you take this dude out from the gate. Be careful to not miss the shot. There we go, I opened the door. Here I was a little bit less experienced with this route, so I didn't know that I could just like kind of walk past the guy. Here I shot him. You don't need to, you can just kind of run past him. And the thing I don't like is, for some reason, the hard mode cash bonus doesn't actually register in the final take at the bottom. So down there it said 1,778,000. Because the pink diamond has a $130,000 value bonus on hard mode, just add 130,000 to that. So that's 1,908,319 dollars taken. And yeah, this is why I like taking the secondary loot first. I just pop this guy, take the manches, and drive out of Cayo Perico, swim out. Just like this. Messed up a bit there, but I'm more experienced with this route now. I've done it around, I think, 9 times. Here, just kind of drive off. Be careful of the very strong bushes. Launch yourself. Try not to lose any money while doing this. Equip your rebreathers or use your scuba suit, well, depending on what approach you used. And you're done. That's basically what you need to do. The reason why I'm swimming from here is because this is the shortest route to take when swimming. Usually when you swim from a different part, it takes around 2 minutes to swim. But here you just need to swim around 45 seconds. Just kind of swim to the blacker part of the mini-map of the radar. And soon enough you'll have the heist finished. Now I've realized when Rockstar shows you the 100% cut of take at the final, like, I don't know what to call it. I think you know what I mean. When it says 100% cut of take, yeah, there it is, I finished it. When it says 100% cut of take, it actually rounds it out by, if you have more than $5 in your last digit of the full take, it rounds it out to 10, but if it's less than 5, it removes 4, 3, 2, or $1 from your bank. I don't know why they do it. I guess it's to make the math easier, but yeah. Here I gave the loot to the bodyguard of Mini Madrazo. Of course I got platinum because I was playing solo. Potential take 6.3 million is insane. Actual take 1,679,000. See, it rounded it out because I had 1. Finished in 11 minutes 57 seconds. Probably still my best time to date. Full loot bag, 0 hex failed, an easy elite challenge. And the more money you take with the heist, the more fencing fee you have, the higher the fencing fee will be. So I lost around $200,000, $130,000 from the full take I had. Now it was a white screen for a while. This always kind of happens. It's very annoying. I don't know. It's probably because of my PS4. It just takes a while. Sometimes it takes a while to load up the white screen, but sometimes it's instant. There's gonna be a cutscene with me and Mini Madrazo drinking, taking a shot of whiskey or something. Yeah, here it is. Taking a shot of some beer or whiskey or whatever that is. And looking at Los Santos. Heist passed. Final take 1,779,320 for finishing the heist, including fees. This is a very, very good Cayo Perico heist, and I enjoyed doing it a lot. So remember, 1,908,319 take in the loot bag. insane heist. One of the max stakes you can have solo. Alright, I'll see you in the next video, everyone. Good.